Besides competing in the Scion Tuner Challenge, Team VCMC FRS will be participating in sanctioned racing events with the 2013 Scion FRS. Our immediate goal is the mother of all hill climbs, the Pikes Peak International Hillclimb, at the end of June. This meant the installation of a roll cage to protect the driver was necessary, and that continued development and tuning using local venues such as Mission Raceway and Knox Mountain Hillclimb for testing will be crucial. Shift Autosport, the team's shop sponsor responsible for the maintenance and development work on the team's FRS, fabricated the required roll cage from the ground up. From planning to completion, the cage took about 110 man-hours to create. And because safety is the all-important factor here, nothing was spared during this build. Here's a quick look at the roll cage project. Dan Lauer, fabricator and mechanic at Shift Autosport, explains the work involved.
We started the roll cage build by fully stripping the interior of the car. We then used about 90 feet of 1 3/4 piping for the 10-point roll cage. We did everything in-house, all the cutting, the bending, the welding, the fabricating, even the planning. Figure it added about 150 pounds to the car weight-wise, even though we added the extra FIA bars, just so we can compete in any other events that we may choose to in the future. The favorite part about this cage build for me is just all the bars just everywhere. It's definitely a bit of a web in there. We did use a new technique for myself on this cage by drilling the holes in the floor and dropping the cage down through it, just to make it a little bit easier to weld the tops. So that was interesting as well.
Richard Guru, the owner of Shift, worked with Dan and oversaw the whole project.
So we just finished the fabrication on the cage for our Pikes Peak FRS. Sent it off to Fast Track Auto Body, just got it back from them. They did an awesome job on the paint, silver interior, so that if we drop something in there or lose something, it's easy to find, nice and bright. They did all the bars in a bright orange to match our livery, and the cage looks awesome, really catches your eye. We're excited to finish up the prep so that we can get to testing at Mission Raceway, and look forward to doing a shakedown before Pikes Peak at Knox Mountain. Sed and Rich are going to be driving. This is Rich's rookie year at Knox Mountain, but he's a good driver. He catches on quick, and I'm sure he'll do well. I don't know how many times Sed has run up the mountain, but I think he knows that hill like the back of his hand, so I have no question that he's going to definitely podium the car in the class. So look forward to that. We're really excited to represent the car in the local community.
With the cage completed, it was time to shake down the stiffened up chassis. The team and both drivers took to the local track day at Mission Raceway, hosted by the team's parent, VCMC Motorsport Club, to test and tune out any deficiencies our race car may have. Mission Raceway is the only local racetrack in the Lower Mainland and Fraser Valley. Highlights of this 9-turn road course include a long front straight with a heavy braking zone, a few other straights with mild turns exercising the car's aerodynamic grip through its front splitter and rear wing, and a chicane at the end of the lap to work the car's transitional abilities. Team VCMC driver Richard Bassford will describe a lap around Mission Raceway.
Right here I let a GTR go by because we've been playing for a few laps, so I thought I'd let him go in front and use him as a yardstick. It's an incredibly fast car around Mission Raceway. We go nice and deep into the brakes and have a good exit. The GTR gets a little sideways on the exit, and I gain a little bit, but then of course the shot between 1 and 2, he's got an advantage there. Turning into turn 2, we've got quite a bit of aero efficiency going through there, and that's one thing that we're actually looking to improve on the car in the next little while. Between 2 and 3, the GTR pulls away because of his power, but I crawl back a lot on the brakes going into the braking zone. I can brake probably around 2 markers deeper than him. Every time I go into turn 4, I tell you, I've got to psych myself up here. It's so fast and it's so precise in the FRS. turn 5 seems inconsequential because it's so slow, but it leads into turn 6 in a way that it really matters for your overall lap time. And a little shot between 6 and 7 here. When we go in, you just go in deep, you just try to hit your marks, try not to climb all over the curbs. And turn 8 to me always seems, 8 and 9 seem inconsequential in a way. You just sort of turn in and wait for the exit of the corner to get on the power.
After the shakedown, both drivers of Team VCMC, Sid Kozovic and Richard Basford, talk a bit about their testing and also their thoughts on the upcoming Knox Mountain Hillclimb.
So we just finished shaking down the car here at Mission Raceway after Shift Autosport was done with the cage. So the car felt great. I believe we ran some pretty good times. I ran 118s, Rich Basford ran 116s. The car felt really good. We were in some older R compound tires. We don't have our new spectacular Toyo tires yet, but it was good to get a baseline. And from here we know what to work on as far as downforce, how to balance out the handling and all that. So very good day, car behaved great. We beat on it really hard and we're leaving with big smiles. So one of the things with Mission Raceway, it's actually very good for shaking a car down. There's a lot of hurry up and then slow down. There's not a lot of steady state corners, so it's all either acceleration or full braking. So our full-blown turbo kit performed great. The car stayed cool, made full boost, and then going into every one of those sharp corners, our AP brakes were just fantastic. I mean, I've never driven a car that really made my eyeballs pop out every time you step on the brakes. Can't wait for our new Toyo tires to arrive. We've got an APR GT bumper coming up to increase our downforce. And really looking forward to the new package and how it's going to perform at Knox Mountain Hillclimb. So this was a shakedown for Knox Mountain Hillclimb. It's my favorite hill climb. I've done it for about 6 years in my Volkswagen Scirocco. Pretty excited to be doing it in a new car, something different, new platform, different level of power, that's for sure. And running in a different class. We'll be running in SP3, hoping for a class win and hopefully even for a class record.
So we're here today testing at Mission Raceway. One of the major objectives of today is setting up the car with the new roll cage that Shift Autosport put in. Today we've been working with Shift to get the car feeling right in terms of suspension. We've got some ideas of where we want to work on in terms of ride height and the setup in terms of rebound and compression. One of the things that I'm really excited about is trying the new Toyo tires that we're going to be putting on. We're using some pretty old R comps today, and I did a fast time of a 116, but I think with some improvements to the car and some new tires, we could drop that down quite a bit. It's a completely different car now since we put the roll cage in, so it's a learning experience today, which is great to get out of the way before we go up the mountain, because it's going to be my first time going up Knox Mountain, and going to be a lot of help from Sed and the rest of the team because they have so much more experience. I've only been on the sidelines before, so going up Knox is going to be something special for me because I've been so passionate about it before from the sidelines, but now now I'm going to be behind the driver's seat of a proper race car. I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Knox Mountain Hillclimb. It's a big challenge for me. It's a completely different driving style than I'm used to. I'm used to lap after lap getting each corner just exactly how I want it, versus this time might only have like 5 or 6 times up the mountain before I try to set my fastest time. So I mean, that's a big difference. It seems very similar to what you would do at autocross, but with the dangers involved, it feels completely different, and I'm excited for the challenge.
And on that note, join us for the second part of our video where we tackle the Knox Mountain Hillclimb.